Hey, it's your boy Bobby Beast here. I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, that is Savage Brayden. When it comes down to it, this is the Brayden that everybody has been waiting for. Heck, I want to say Giovanni was even waiting for this Brayden to show up. But when it comes down to it, this is the Brayden that we've been asking for the last 2 to 3 seasons of Power Book 2 Ghosts. Heck, I would even go as far as to say back as Book 1, because Brayden really comes from Book 1. He is originally a Book 1 character. It's just he comes at the very end of Book 1, much like Effie, who was also a Book 1 character. But when it comes down to it, Brayden becoming who he is now, the Savage that he is right now, we've been waiting for that. Because in the first 2 seasons of Power Book 2 Ghosts, of course, it was like Brayden was growing into becoming who he has to be. The same thing with Tariq too, because he was growing as well. So finally in season 3, it gets to a point where Brayden he has no other choice. He had to take out Uncle Lucas, because Uncle Lucas didn't give a damn about nobody. He was willing to take everybody down, even aiming for Brayden's father. And the moment he said that, even with him pointing at Tariq, I'm not just going to say Brayden's father only, but I would say pointing at Tariq as well to take them all down, that was pretty much it. It was already over. Tariq was on his way to take out Brayden's uncle, as we know, but it was Brayden who got the job done. And now Brayden has gotten to a place where he's just straight up, he's dark, he doesn't care. And so he's still going to be the Brayden with laughs. I mean, heck, Tommy makes people laugh, but at the same time, everybody's afraid of Tommy. So this is the kind of Brayden you're going to get. You're still going to get your laughs. You're still going to be cool around him, but he is different now. And so basically with that being said, him showing up to take on an entire crew by himself with nobody else around him, nothing whatsoever, to save Tariq and even have a gun to give to Tariq. This says a lot about him, because the old Brayden could possibly try to do that, but he wouldn't possibly do it so successfully. Much like at the very beginning of the season when he was supposed to take out the Russian plug and Tariq came to save him. Tariq always felt as though he had to save Brayden, and this is the same relationship that Tommy and Ghost had, because at one point it was Ghost who was willing to put in that work, whereas Tommy was still learning to become who he was. And eventually Tommy did step up, and then Ghost knew he could count on Tommy, and Tommy knew he could count on Ghost, but he already knew because Ghost was the big brother of the two. And that was a similar situation to Tariq and Brayden, where Tariq was more of the big brother and Brayden was the little brother. But now Tariq knows he can count on Brayden more because Brayden has changed. This is a Brayden that, like I say, he is his own character. Brayden is totally different from Tommy. There's a lot of comparisons between the two, but they're totally different characters. Tommy comes from the ghetto. He's the white boy that's raised in the hood. He's similar to Eminem if you really want to take the time and look. He's really like an 8 Mile ghetto dude. But when it comes down to Brayden, Brayden comes from privilege. His name comes from money. Brayden comes from that, right? He never needed to get into the streets, but at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, he had a love for it. He had a desire for it. And he ended up running into the right person with Tariq. Because imagine if Brayden would have ran into Kane before he ran into Tariq. I don't think things would have been good, and Brayden would have probably been dead or set up a long time ago. At the end of the day, when it comes down to it, Brayden is an entirely different character now. Get ready for a lot of shootouts, get ready for a lot of guns, get ready for a lot of fights. Both Tariq and Brayden are about to go through a lot of character development between season 3 and season 4 of Book 2 Ghosts, and I'm looking forward to it. Of course, I want to say that Book 4 for season 2 is going to be a bridge too, because you're going to see those characters pop up there, and you're going to see things about them that's going to change, and by the time they get to Book 4, they're going to be entirely different characters. So basically, when it comes down to it, get ready for it. I am here. I love Savage Brayden. He is definitely the MVP of the season finale. As we all know, we love him for that. He even knows he's the MVP. Giovanni's bragging about it. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, that's pretty much what I got to say in regards to that. I just want to say to all of you that it is your boy Bobby Beast here. I just want to say much love, much respect. Hold it down. And one. Hey, it's your boy Bobby Beast here. I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, that is SAP.